Hello, my wonderful people. Today, I get another Ogbonge news to drop for the fans of Chris Family TV. Yes, if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, please, we beg you to do so. Chris Family TV. On TikTok, Chris Family TV. On Instagram, Chris Family TV. And on Facebook, we have two pages, Chris Family TV. Then the other one, Chris Family TV 02. Follow our pages, share our videos, comment, like, share your opinion so that we will know the next step to take on this work that we are doing. Today, we have this very information, but before we drop this information, we would like to tell you that the information that we give here, they are genuine information. Yes, based on the law that governs the states. We get our information based on the law that governs the state. Yes, today we will talk about the refugee status, the differences between refugee status and subsidiary protection. Yes, mind you, the refugee status, which is also known as Asilo Politico, has the duration of 5 years. Then, the subsidiary protection consists of two permits. One, the 2 years duration, and the other one, the 5 years duration. First, let us explain Asilo Politico, which is also known as the refugee status. The law says, first, the Refugee Convention of 1951, the Refugee Convention, also known as Geneva Convention from 1951. It says, as a rule, in order to be granted refugee status, a person must meet the definition of a refugee under this convention of 1951. An important aspect of this is whether refusal of the application for refugee status will result in the person's refoulement, that is, illegal forced return to a country where their life or freedom won't be threatened. If so, they won't be recognized as a refugee. Let me break it down. The rule from that 1951 convention, the Geneva Convention, states that the refugee status, that is the Asilo Politico, will be granted to a person which the life has been threatened from the freedom, their life or their freedom has been threatened. This is the only way they can be granted Asilo Politico. Then the same law also explains the subsidiary protection. Like I said before, the subsidiary protection consists of two permits, the 2 years and the 5 years. Yes. It says the subsidiary protection, which is also known as humanitarian protection, is a lesser form of protection which may be given when a person, listen, this is where the law stays, when a person does not meet the criteria for a refugee status. To qualify for subsidiary protection, a person must usually prove that they won't face a risk of serious harm if returned to their country of origin. It is not necessary to be at a risk of specific reason such as race, religion, or political opinion. So for a person to be granted the subsidiary protection, which consists of 2 years and also the duration of 5 years, the person must prove that they will face a risk of serious harm if they return to their country of origin. Now, these two permits, I would say the two permits has something very similar. The Asilo Politico has a duration of 5 years. And also, the subsidiary protection also has the 5 years duration. Yes. The difference between these two documents, let me explain. When you want to apply for Italian citizenship, if you want to go use, you get Asilo Politico, you want to go apply for Italian citizenship, you go use this Asilo Politico, that is the refugee status, for 5 years. After 5 years, you can become an Italian citizen. Then the subsidiary protection, which also has the 5 years duration. When you want to apply for Italian citizenship, you must have an ordinary residence. That is the carta di identità. You cannot see the difference between the two permits. Yes, the Asilo Politico, you must use it for 5 years. After 5 years, you apply for Italian citizenship. Then, the subsidiary protection, which also has the duration of 5 years. In order for you to become an Italian citizen, you have to have an ordinary residence, at least 10 years in Italy. The Asilo Politico, you can bring your family here in Italy. You apply, they will help you bring your family. But the subsidiary protection, it's not like that. No. So these two permits, they are similar, but in a way has different characteristics. So the fans of Chris Family TV, this is the information. And also I hope I have answered the questions of those of you who have been asking me, hey Chris, these two permits, hey, I get Asilo Politico, I get subsidiary. I beg, they say I go apply after 5 years. Subsidiary protection, no. But Asilo Politico, after 5 years, you can apply. So for those of you who have not subscribed, subscribe. Chris Family TV on YouTube, on TikTok, Chris Family TV, on Instagram, Chris Family TV, on Facebook. We have 2 pages. One, Chris Family TV, then the other one, Chris Family TV 02. There are informations on Chris Family TV that you cannot get on Chris Family TV 02. So subscribe or follow the 2 pages so that whenever we drop any information, you'll be the first person to be notified. Thank you very much. Like I said before, follow our pages and we love you all. Bye till we meet again.